Hello everybody and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock. And today, guys, we're going to be looking at some way too early free agent predictions for the Toronto Blue Jays. Guys, big disclaimer here, we know absolutely nothing about anything. So we're just going to be speculating about some dudes who we really truly believe these Blue Jays could be going after, some names that you might be hearing more about, and just all of the above. Before we get into it, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We really want to get there by the end of the year, so if you're a new viewer or you've been watching for a while, you never clicked it, please do so. And also, TODAYJAYS is the code for Betstamp. Hop on there, you get some sweet deals and discounts. Okay, dude, first guy, who are you thinking that the Blue Jays are going to go after? Even if we even do go after, because that could be another prediction, right? It's we don't get anybody. I think we are going to get some people in this free agency.
I mean, if we do go get someone, one guy I am looking over on the West Coast, a former Dodger after this offseason. He will be a new Blue Jay. His name's Andrew Heaney, and he had a very underrated year. He's a starting pitcher. He went 4 for 4 with the Dodgers. That's why it's a little bit underrated, not too impressive. But the ERA was really good. He had a 3.10 ERA. And at 32 years old as a left-handed pitcher, I think Heaney could provide some of that, like, 2 to 4 starter range for the Blue Jays. You know, like being a solid, consistent guy in that rotation. And that's what we're going to need, especially if Ross Stripling does not come back. I do not trust Jose Barrios. And we can't get the job done with just Manoah and Gausman. Andrew Heaney could slide in very comfortably, and he's not going to cost a lot.
Well, I think he also does a lot of work out of the pen as well, if I'm not totally mistaken there. So it's like he's got that flexibility that Ross Stripling does have, which is something that I really like. You know, it's like if we do lose Ross Stripling, then we're going to need that guy who can kind of bounce around and like fill in when other dudes are like A, underperforming or B, getting injured, and I can guarantee that both of those things are probably going to happen. So an Andrew Heaney, especially if he's getting underrated and underpaid for a 3.10 ERA, that seems like something that we need to do. And it's also just a guy who the Blue Jays, like, they love dudes like this. They love like those Swiss Army knife sort of players. And I mean, like, what baseball team doesn't? You know, it's like these are the dudes who like they live and die by, right? So I could totally see us going in on an Andrew Heaney.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else do we got on this list next?
So this one is, I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this one, but I actually think that there is a real possibility that we go out and get this guy. It's Kevin freaking Kiermaier. He's an old.
He stole a Gold Glove from Kevin Pillar.
Yes. Back in the day, he absolutely robbed it, bro. I mean, he was
point blank robbery.
Pretty damn good as well.
Yeah, he was.
But these days, not so good with the baseball bat. Everybody, like a 2.28 ERA, 6.49 OPS. So why do I think he's going to come to the Blue Jays? Well, a few reasons. One, he's a lefty bat. We know how they love the lefty bats. Two, you cannot deny that he is very good defensively. And again, we've seen the Blue Jays like dudes like this. And three, he has a veteran presence that we kind of want to have in this clubhouse. Like, I've heard good things about Kevin Kiermaier, and this is going to be one of those underrated sort of signings where you might not see a whole lot of, like, on-field production. Like, he's not going to blast 30 home runs for you or anything like that. But in the clubhouse, behind closed doors, is he going to, like, up people's games?
Well, I think he's gonna be like a Jackie Bradley Jr. replacement, and I like the move. I personally do. I just hope that the Blue Jays can get over the fact that he stole signs back in 2020.
Yeah, that would definitely be like, that would be something.
I just thought of that right now. I'm like, oh crap.
Well, you know what? I want him stealing signs for me.
Yeah,
right.
It's like a guy who he steals Gold Gloves, he steals signs, he steals bases too. I think so.
Well, at the end of the day, if another team, the New York Yankees, dropped their thing right on home plate, like our catchers should know better. You know what I mean? Like that needs to be like implanted in your back pocket there. So, anyways, Kevin Kiermaier, absolutely a dude who I think would be would be helpful for the Blue Jays, and I think we're gonna go out and get him. way better than Bradley Zimmer.
Oh,
Let's put it
100%.
that
Oh, well, unfortunately, Bradley will still be on the team. We'll have that Bradley Zimmer Kiermaier combo.
Yeah,
Love
sure.
it, guys. And then the last guy on this list, he was an Atlanta Brave, and he was actually a closer for the Atlanta Braves at one point, but he is getting older now, and, you know, they have a really good bullpen over there in Atlanta, so they might let this guy go, and that guy is Will Smith.
Will Smith. Now, I'm actually going to correct you there. He's not on Atlanta anymore.
Where'd he go?
plays with Houston these days.
What? Did he get traded?
Yeah, he did get
Oh,
traded.
crap.
He got traded
My bad.
back today. That's okay, dude. I mean, he's actually done a lot better in Houston. Like, he was struggling over there in Atlanta, and then he got traded to Houston. So, like, I mean, like, good for him.
Same argument. Houston, great bullpen. They're going to let him go.
Literally, like, the same difference there, guys. He's 33 years old, got a $13 million club option. I don't think they're going to pick that up because his ERA this year is 3.97, so not the best there. But a Will Smith is definitely he's one of those guys where I feel like the Blue Jays management, it's not going to cost them a lot. He's definitely done it in the past. He's a veteran. He's been on winning ball clubs. These are all kind of boxes that our management, I feel like they go through, they check them. And again, like, I'm not going to herald Pete Walker as being some sort of magician or anything like that. But he has worked it out with Jimmy Garcia. He didn't have a great ERA when he came over here. He didn't work it out with Taijuan Walker. He didn't have a great ERA when he came over here. I feel like Will Smith is kind of like in that same sort of region with them.
Well, you know exactly who's going to replace, and that's David Phelps, because we're probably going to let David Phelps go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the exact same replacement. I like the idea of putting him in the back of the bullpen. Literally. I love David last year.
Like, I don't think that Will Smith would come in here and be like that high leverage sort of dude. He'd kind of be your like middle guy who like gets you through those tough innings when like you need another dude to like carry over. So I could totally see us going out and getting a Will Smith, a Kevin Kiermaier, and Andrew Heaney.
Yeah.
I've also heard a little bit of rumors right here. A little bit of you guys like coming and asking and everything like that. It's the big starting pitchers. We're talking the Carlos Rodons, the Jacob deGroms, the all of them.
Justin Verlander.
The Justin Verlanders of the world.
Oh
and I have
gosh.
actually heard like the Justin Verlander.
That one's part of the most realistic.
Maybe it's possible here.
Yeah.
But let's just walk down the road real quick, okay? Enter into fantasy land. Jacob deGrom, is there any reality where he could potentially be a Toronto Blue Jay, right? We're talking about these Will Smiths and these Andrew Heaney. These aren't sexy names.
I won't shut it. Of course, it's
Jacob
gonna be
deGrom,
tough. It's gonna be tough for the Blue Jays to get someone like Jacob deGrom. But let's play that game. Okay, let's walk down it together. What would the Blue Jays need to do? Well, they're getting close to the luxury tax, and we all know how Rogers. I don't know if Rogers has ever been even close to luxury tax or even over it in the past. Like someone correct me if I'm wrong. So they might get a little bit freaked out by that. So they might not do it. So what do you got to do to Rogers? Okay, let's dump a bunch of salary. Let's trade Ryu. Let's trade Tio. Let's trade Lowell. Let's trade Espinal. Let's trade some arbitration. Let's trade a catcher. Let's trade people away. Clear up some space. I don't even think that's gonna work. We gotta trade Bo. We gotta trade Vlad. Like, you gotta trade people to clear up so much space because Jacob deGrom's gonna get paid like $35 to $40 million a year. Easily.
I think you also too, like, you gotta convince Jacob deGrom that like we're better than a first round exit. Yeah. We like at the end of the day, like, this is a guy who has been meting it up for a long period of time without any sort of, like, the whole argument for a long time was like he's got no defense behind him, right? I remember that whole thing. He was on a bad Mets team for a long time. They just got good. Yeah. I don't think he wants to go back to like a lesser ball club, and I'm not saying that we are or anything like that, but it's not like we have any like any accolades here or anything like that. So we can't trade everybody away, because if we trade everybody away, then deGrom's gonna go, well, why the hell would I want to play there?
Well, I personally, I hear what you're saying too, but part of it also has to do with the money, man. Like, this guy's gonna get paid.
Yeah, he's gonna get
like, if you look at Max Scherzer's deal last year, and he's older, and you got Jacob deGrom, and like you could salvage the last like 3 to 4 years of that guy's career. Holy crap! This guy could get paid well over $40 million a year, which I just don't see Rogers doing at all.
See, like, and I think that's going to be a big offseason question, which is another podcast we're going to have coming out very, very shortly. But it's like, what are we going to do when we approach that luxury tax? We've never seen them do it. So it's like, I know that we're all skeptical right now. It's like, okay, well, like, because we've never seen them do it, I guess they're not going to do that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, right? It's like, we've never seen them do it, but we've never had this team. We've never been in this situation before, right? Just because we've never done it doesn't mean we're not gonna. I mean, I'm skeptical with you as well, But is it possible that we go ahead and spend the money? Maybe.
Maybe.
Like
I'd probably put us... I'd maybe just outside the top 10 of likely contenders. I was reading an article, and they had us like 16, which I think is a little bit too low. But, yeah, maybe 12 or 11, I'd say possible. But, yeah, I mean, I
feel like we're absolutely, we will definitely call him on the phone.
Hello.
We will absolutely call him on the phone.
Hey, Jacob.
It is going to happen. Jacob deGrom will. I can guarantee it. Actually, guys, that's a free agent prediction right there.
Right there.
Toronto Blue Jays will call Jacob deGrom. Will we sign him? Probably not. But I mean, I guarantee that we'll be talking.
But
about
I guarantee you, if there's a rumor out there that we're in talks, we're making another video on it. You'll be here watching.
Probably going to happen, guys. Let us know your thoughts and comments down below about our free agent predictions. They're way too early, guys. I put a disclaimer at the top. I'm doing it again right now. We have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm curious to know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments.
Yeah, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because we're trying to get to that beautiful 10K mark and $3 a month to become a Patreon member. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreon members. You guys are absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!